You agree with that?
It's not even that they're preparing for it. They already have an end scenario after this thing happens. They are thinking of removing the COMELEC, abolishing the COMELEC, abolishing the Supreme Court. They want to be in a revolutionary situation so that the next president will be able to appoint all the local governments, which is what happened during Cory's time in 1986.
Government.
More importantly, which the public is not aware of, is that under a revolutionary government, no bidding in businesses.
Okay?
Okay?
Hindi pa natin pinapasukan ng economics.
Kaya nga, yung sinasabi mo, who will declare. If what Erik is already saying, and I agree with him because I have also, I know a few things about that. But if already one party is preparing for a post-failure election, preparing for people power, that means that we are almost certain there will be people power. You know, why? Because if he wins, he will change everything. If he loses, he will change everything. So he will change everything, okay? Now, do you think the Manny Villar group, the nationalistas, will take that sitting down?
No!
Do you think the administration in power will take that sitting down? Do you think the military will take that sitting down?
Well, at this point, I'm not even counting in the military. I'm just the political parties who are in direct conflict with each other because one has to win.
Harry, but you have to contend with that, because in the end, it's the policeman will have to have a say in all of this. It cannot just fold up, fold his hands and say, oh yeah, bahala kayo magpatayan yan.
But Harry, I would like to make a prediction. In the beginning, I thought there would be a failure of election, but the way COMELEC is moving, the elections will be held. It's just a question of the integrity.
There you
That's
go.
the way I'm saying.
What integrity we're talking about if there are already strategies outlined of what people are going to do when they lose? In the Philippines, I said nobody loses.
As far as the Liberal Party is concerned, they already have an end scenario because they will never accept, even if elections are held, they will never accept that Noy Noy will lose. And that's a very difficult attitude.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult attitude.
So why even go into this contest if we already know the one-sidedness of one party?
Because the formula is there. They just have to copy the 1986 formula.
Gentlemen, we're going to have to take a short break. I'm beginning to see the reasons why my dark-colored black, or my black, is turning even darker, maybe into charcoal. Is it because I'm losing and the Filipino people are losing hope, or we should lose hope with these types of scenarios that are facing us? Alam mo, it's difficult because as a country, we are not united. We don't even have a proper identity. We are even all over the place when it comes to our faith. We have issues, be it for economic, education, and whatever. I mean, is it all that bad? I mean, are we a volcano with even enough power under it to make it explode? Or will we just boil in our own deficits, our own problems, our own defaults? Alam nyo, you are part of the people we are talking about. And I know you're sitting there in your cushy bedrooms and whatnot watching. I realize that, and I'm firm with you. Pero this can't be. Come on. This just can't be. We have to do something. Stay with us. We'll be right back, and we'll continue this open discussion, all the current issues that are confronting us daily. We talk to her. We've got George Balagtas with us, and we've got Erik Espina at this point. As we open the program, since it's an open discussion based on current events, Erik would like to make a short presentation, something with in relevance to the elections. Erik?
Well, dinala ko itong dokumento na ito para makita ng publiko dahil iniisip natin yung computerized elections is first time in our history. No, it is not. It happened in 1987. You see this? This is a Philippine report made by the Grand Alliance of Democracy way back in 1987, where this was the first senatorial elections we had.
Kay Kitata dyan, in Grand Alliance.
Not only
JD.
Not only. The founder of this group was Vicente Teng Puyat of Manila Bank. He was the one who bankrolled this, okay? Now, what's so important about this? The important thing, well, in brief, what it's saying is that the results then was supposed to be 23-1 with only Joseph Ejercito Estrada making it for the God. What happened? It became 22-2 with Joseph Estrada and Enrile coming in way down 23-24. Now, what's so important about that? Because, according to this report, per district, there were 10,000 votes added per district in favor of the yellow senatorial lineup. So that means that's about 2 million votes. That's why there was a result of 22-2. It was also computerized. It's all detailed under this. Now, you cannot say Teng Puyat, the late Teng Puyat was biased against Cory. No, that's not true. Because it was Teng Puyat who hosted Laurel and Cory going to their home, telling them that if you don't unite, it's going to be Marcos who will win. And so when Cory and Doy decided that they would unite, it was Teng Puyat that brought them to Cardinal Sin. It was Cardinal Sin who made the marriage possible. Interestingly, Teng Puyat, instead of joining Cory Aquino's senatorial slate, ended up putting up the opposition. There must have been a reason why. He was the godfather of the Grand Alliance for Democracy. And what happened? Pinatawag daw siya ng Malacanang at sabi niya, Teng, huwag ka na magreklamo, papapanalunin ka namin. But Teng Puyat, being the man that he is, the noble person that he is, said, no, hindi ganun ang usapan sa Grand Alliance for Democracy. Papanalunin niyo yung mga dapat manalo, yun ang uupo, yung mga natalo-talo. So what happened? Manila Bank was closed during Cory's time.
Akala ko bank run yun kasi nag-aaway yung mga puyat. Nagbabarilan ng mga puyat nun eh.
No.
Yun ang pagkaalam ko dun eh. Go ahead.
And to think, the background of Teng Puyat, what was he before? Ninoy, when he was incarcerated, would write Teng Puyat and say, Teng, padala mo naman ng pera si Cory kasi alam mo naman. And Teng would give money to Cory. So that's the story. That's the reason why yung computerization po na dayanan, hindi po yan first time dito sa ating, nangyari na po yan sa 1987, na dapat yung sino mga nanalong oposisyonista ay dapat nanalo, kaya lang dinaya.
Let's talk, gentlemen, let's talk.
Sandali, bago mawala yung train of thought.
Sige.
May sinabi si Erik, yung computerization ng dayaan, nangyari na noon. Ibig sabihin, computerization ngayon yan, pwedeng dayain at magkakameron ng dayaan.
Correct.
Yun. Yun ang mensahe doon.
Exactly. Hindi ko na lang babanggitin kung ano yung password, ha? Kasi pag sinabi yung password, magagalit yung Liberal Party.
Ang alam kong pwedeng dayaan ngayon, alam mo, ang Pilipino, pagdating dito sa syudad, yung mga advokado and those that really genuinely care will vote properly. But many in the masses don't really care the way I see it. May nagkwento sa akin, and I'll repeat it. I repeated it about a week, 2 weeks ago, and I'll repeat it one more time. Pagdating ng eleksyon, may nagkwento sa akin, Congressman. Ang style dyan, kailangan mga bus, reservado na lahat yan. Hawak mo na. This guy has maybe 30, 40, 50 buses already. Dadalhin ngayon, iniikot ngayon sa mga barangay, kung saan-saan. Susunduin ngayon mga tao, dadalhin ngayon nila kung saan boboto. Bago bumaba doon, pakakainin na muna, may pack lunch na yan. Boboto ngayon sila, pagbalik nila, bibigyan ngayon sila ng allowance pa. So, may nangyari yung araw na yun. So, in other words, kung gawin mo 1,000, why spend in TV? Diba? When you can spend that on the election day itself, when these people don't really care, and they're just going to vote anyway based on what their barangay kapitans tell them, and those that are direct, itong tawag grassroots, this is what you call the numbers. Is this what is called machinery? And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter kung anong paano mo dadayaan based on high technology, based on whatever. Ang dayaan dyan, gapangan dyan, ang tawag doon, binibili ang boto ng mga tao noon. And really, the people are ever so willing to sell it anyway. Di ba parang ganun eh?
Well, unfortunately, yes, that's part of the scenario, but I think the whatever the operation, whatever you call the operation, the yan, cheating, whatever, this is going to be high tech. I mean, hold on to your seats. In the words of Ninoy, this thing is going to be fast, because I think that this is going to be settled in terms of what will get transmitted
in 2 days.
In 2 days.
And who's at fault? Are we going back to the same thing?
Ano itatransmit niyan in 2 days? Maghakot ka na maghakot. Yung itatransmit niyan, yung password nun ang kailangan nun.
So, ano mangyayari nito? Are we all saying in this table, are we all together in saying the one who is manipulating all of this is the same one that manipulated letting go of Saldi Ampatuan? Is that what it is? Is that what it is?
You have to read the book of Bono Adasa. He says,
immediately when you say Bono Adasa, I already know who the culprit is. Alam ko na kagad kung sino yung kabila.
Among all the political candidates now, who is the most relaxed? Who is the most steady?
I don't know about you, but Nikki Perlas is relaxed.
No, I'm not talking about, not just the contenders, but it seems to be that, I'll just say the executive branch is very relaxed about the
How can you say they're relaxed when they're breaking in the seams? Annie Susano, who is one of the major donors and contributors in Lakas Kampi, I just saw her on TV yesterday raising the hand of Era Estrada. That's Annie Susano now, Quezon City. Mind you, she is just no minor player in Lakas Kampi. Nograles was no less than the House Speaker. Salceda was right at the ear of GM.